Hi, this is Janossy. I just got the inspiration to make a very quick video here to show you something very interesting about the iPad 2 and the iTouch 4th generation. In fact, as you can see here, I've put the two together. The iPad 2 on the left has the white border and the iTouch on the right has the black one. But aside from that, they're both very similar. You see here, metal case, here, a metal case. I wanted to do that just to show you the Apple symbol on the back of each. Now what you find here with the iPad 2 is a large screen to work with, and of course things work very rapidly. Just like this. Here's Angry Birds Rio on the iPad. But what you'll find here is that the iTouch is a miniature iPad 2, not an iPad 1. This little guy here does everything that the iPad does. In fact, it's got here, you can't see it, but right up there, there's a little camera, and there's a camera on the back. That's that little thing right there. This came out before the iPad 2, but it's kind of a miniature iPad 2. The iTouch 4th generation, 8 megabytes, costs only $209 at Amazon. The iPad, which admittedly is much easier to use because it's so much bigger, costs about $4.99. And for both of these you can get cases. This little case here, by the way, just to let you know, don't get ripped off paying more than 10 bucks for a case. This thing costs about $3 at Amazon, and it's really a great case. I've seen things like this in stores for about $19. The markup is absolutely tremendous, and it's kind of too much. As far as the iPad goes, here's a recommendation. Here is this cover that Apple sells, and it's very nice. It just clicks straight on like this, but unfortunately it doesn't cover the back. It doesn't protect the back, and the back is going to get a little scratched up, and what are you going to do about that? Well, this cover is clever in the way that it folds and produces a stand, but I would recommend something like this if you get the iPad. This particular case is by Snug. This cost about the same, about $29, but it's very nice in that it does protect the back, seems to have a leather appearance to it, and this little tab here works with this foldable cover to give you exactly the same kind of a stand in two positions. That is for typing like this, and also for stand-up in the same way that the Apple cover does. When I initially saw the Apple cover, I thought, how clever. They blew everybody else out of the water. However, it's clever only to a certain degree, and it was very quick that other people, such as Snug, came up with one like this for a comparable price. I actually would recommend this if you have an iPad over the Apple cover. As I say, they both cost about $29, but I find this Snug is really much nicer and much more practical and doesn't really add much more to the weight than this thing does. Anyway, that's all I'm going to tell you about these two different devices. It just occurred to me as I was having my students at DePaul University evaluate various kinds of tablets that when all is said and done, an Android tablet in the range of $200 or less is probably going to use a resistive screen. This device has a capacitive screen, just like its big brother, the iPad 2. So if you want to try out this technology, I would suggest the iTouch 4th generation, $229 retail, $209 at Amazon the last time I looked, and you will find that you have here the very same technology that you'd find on the big guy, and you'll have it to try out in a convenient little size and at a much less cost. Having bought this one, I couldn't wait to buy the iPad 2 because I fell in love with this technology. Steve Jobs and company really did a great job on these two devices. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.